Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, can you believe it's already middle? Actually, is it middle? Yeah, middle of June. It is Friday, June 16th. Oh gosh, I can't even get the date right. June 18th. And here we are again for a feature Friday here at Knots of Grace. So if you are here, I hope you say hello. Just, pop a note in there and say hi, and I will do my best to say hello back. Usually I do catch you guys. And then if you would, oh, hi there. How are you, Julius? It's good to see you. So thank you for being here today. And for all of you who've joined me, on our past feature Fridays, thank you for coming back. And for those of you who are new, thank you for joining us. Today is super fun because I have a guest with me. Normally it's just me and all of my glory. And today I wanted to bring on a new maker in our shop, and who's also my sister. And I will introduce her in just a few minutes. But before that, I wanted to kind of do some of the logistical things that I like to do here during the month, and try and let you know what's been going on at Knots of Grace, and where you can find us, and different things like that. So I will try and keep this still to our 20 to 30 minute amount, like I try and do each month. If we go over, I'm sorry, but I hope you have fun with me and my sister today. So we've got some fun things to show. But let me just kind of go through some of the other things that's been going on at Knots of Grace. Those of you who have, hey, Joan, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. So we've got a lot of cool things that are going on. Well, at least I think so anyway. It's nice to meet you too, Julius. So one of the things that, if you are part of our VIP group, our email group, you have been seeing this, or if you subscribe to either our Facebook page or to our YouTube channel, you have seen our weekly inspirations that I have been doing for the last month and a half. And they come from this little book here. I'm going to turn off this banner now. Come from this little book here. It's called The Hugs Daily Inspirations for Women. And even though it says Daily Inspirations for Women and it has a focus on women, it can be for anyone. We all need a little inspiration once a week. And so I started doing this at the beginning of May as something that to bring you into a devotion that I do on a daily or regular basis, and it's with this little devotion here. So if you haven't, we're streaming live right now on YouTube, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe to it, because you will get first access to it there. And then also, if you're part of our VIP group, you'll get it in your inbox. You'll get a link every Monday morning in your inbox, and you'll get the link to the YouTube channel. And also I put, it's a video, it's a 3-minute video every Monday. And then I also have typed out all the words on our blog, so that way you can go there too. So let me, I'll put those in the chat. That way you have them. If you have not done any of those things, I would love for you to join us. So this is the YouTube channel and the blog. There we go. So hopefully those are there for you to click around. And again, those who haven't said hello yet and who are joining us, thank you for stopping by, and please say hello, or click the like button or share. All of the above. Would love that. So another thing that's happened, for those who are part of the VIP group, you've noticed that this has happened. I joined an organization or a company called Chat Couture, and what they do, and the reason I joined them was to make beautiful things to share with you, as part of my Knots of Grace business. But also, it's so much fun to paint and create things for yourself. And I love going, you can kind of tell by some of the things on the wall, I like going to those sip and, paint things with friends. And so this is kind of along those lines, and it just kind of fell right within things that I like to do. So this is another area. It's outside of, I will post some faith-based things, but there are going to be things that are non-faith-based. and faith inspired out on the Why Not Craft with Kathleen. And so I'll have videos out there. I just finished up a 30-day challenge, and oh my gosh, it was so hard because I was all gung-ho up on the front end, and life happened and it just got a little tougher. I don't even know if my 30-day got posted. I need to go check. So you can kind of tell that life is real for me in all of my areas. So if you haven't gone over to Why Not Craft with Kathleen on our Facebook page, I'd love for you to join me there. And then again, periodically I send out information to our VIP group. So if you're part of our VIP membership, then you also will get some of that information. I try not to inundate my VIP group because I want to treat you like I want to be treated. And so there's information I want you to know. I want to share what I have, but I don't want to inundate your inbox, because if your inbox is anything like mine, it's got a lot in it. And so I just want to make sure that we're there when it makes sense. So if you haven't joined our VIP group, I invite you today to do that. It's knotsofgracevip.com. And when you go there, you'll see a picture of me, so you know you're in the right spot. And so that's what's going on there. So just a couple of other new things that I wanted to share with you before I bring on my sis. And there's a couple of new things that are going on. And one of them, on Etsy, if you are familiar with the Etsy marketplace, they introduced a way to do installments, pay installments. So for example, if you go find something that you think is awesome and it's just more than you wanted to spend today, then you could do installments. Well, I decided that it would be good if I did the same thing at knotsofgrace.com. And so I now have shop pay installments. If you purchase something over $50 at knotsofgrace.com, you can schedule out, it's 4 payments and it's interest free, but the amount has to be over $50. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I won't go into it much any more than just that, but I wanted to let you know because I think it's a pretty cool feature that I was able to add to the shop for those who want to make bigger purchases, but it just feels like a lot to make, to spend at one time. So there's that option. Okay, what else is new? I will first show you. I want to show one thing real quick. I'm going to share my screen. And for those of you who've been with me, you know that like sometimes I kind of like click around and don't know what I'm doing, and then I do know what I'm doing, and so on and so forth. So bear with me. So I want to share one of the tabs that I have open right now because this will give you an idea of what. And if I just scrolled too fast and made you sick, I'm sorry. But this is another new thing that's happening at Knots of Grace. So our VIPs, I told them about this, probably a few months ago, and let them know that I was going to be opening a new shop and adding some artwork and everything from my family, and we've called it the Kindred K collection. And so when you go out there and this is just on Etsy for now. It may come to knotsofgrace.com, but right now it's only on Etsy. So when you go there, I'm hoping, I'm going to put this over here so I can see what you see. You can see here that you have the 4-leaf clover, and just to give you an idea of what that's all about, that if you scroll down, you see a picture of my 2 sisters and I many years ago, and just a little about what Kindred K is all about. So you can go and you can read all about this, but let me introduce my sister Kelly. If you haven't met her yet, you get to meet her today. So here you go. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you doing? I'm so excited to share what our new Kindred K is all about.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And so today I wanted to share introduce you. Oh my gosh, we almost have the same hairstyle now. That's crazy.
I know, because you cut it.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so weird. If we were like one on top of, the pictures on top of the pictures, our faces are obviously different a little bit, but our hairstyle's almost the same. That's so funny. I didn't really think about that the other day.
Now we always get the twin comment, and now we would really get it with our hairstyles.
Funny. Well, those of you who are out watching this, say hello to Kelly if you would. And I think she's watching on. Are you watching on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube. On YouTube, but yeah.
But I'll share it too. So anyway, so let me just jump in. So everybody saw the shop, and tell us what you've been doing.
Well, let's see. Well, let's start why it all started and how I started making the cards. Is I left the job that I was at for 5 years because I wanted to move into something that really fills my soul. But what really fills my soul needed some creativity back into it in order to do it. And the job that I had previously was all on the left brain. I had a piece of hair hanging from my mouth. So I needed something to bring that creativity back. And I have a room full of craft stuff that's just been sitting there basically for 5 years. And I just started pulling stuff out while I was listening to books on audio. And I started making cards using the paper crafts. And I just would get lost in a book. And I just started seeing all these pretty papers and started to make cards. And what I love about making cards is it's a small masterpiece that I can accomplish in a short amount of time. And I used to do scrapbooking back in the day, but I take pictures, but they're mostly of my dogs now. And especially last year, we didn't do a lot of traveling, so I don't have a lot of that. And so this is kind of another way to incorporate my scrapbooking love into a smaller and quicker way to and also it's a way to express love, or you're thinking about somebody, and it's getting back to connecting in a different way, not just the way we are right now, but getting back to a tangible in your hands type of communication.
Yeah, and I love paper. You guys used to call me the paper monster or something.
Paper monster, right?
So Kelly is she is taking the paper monster, and going above and beyond. And I'm going to show you some of her cards. So here's how this works. So I am hosting the shop because this is something I've been wanting to do. We as a family have been wanting to collaborate on something forever. Kelly and I have talked about many different ventures over the years of what are we going to do when we retire? What are we going to do here and there and all over the place? And so over the last year, one of the things that I wanted to do was really that connection that Kelly talked about was, especially during COVID, I think a lot of us realized that connection, that face-to-face connection was missing, obviously. And the card is almost that next step of, if I can't see you face-to-face, if you get something in snail mail, it means so much that when you get that little card, in the mail and it says, to Kathleen Borsch, and you're going, oh my gosh, I just got something. It's like you won the lottery that day.
That's not junk mail or bills.
Exactly, especially all your junk mail. It's cards from people who and the magazines that you still subscribe to. Right. So the fact that Kelly rolled forward with this just naturally is just so cool that this is something that was in her heart and wanted to do. And then I wanted to help her also find a way to make her next step happen. So I'm going to jump back and screen share again, bring into the screen the Etsy page. And again, forgive me, I scroll too fast a lot. But these are just 13 of, I think there's 76 cards.
Plus the ones I have here.
Right. So actually, I don't think I have all seven. We'll just call it like 70 cards that I have right here.
And then I have all.
Oh my gosh. So we've got lots and lots of cards that we're going to be putting out there for folks. And this is, oh my gosh, if you can hear the excitement in my voice, it's for real. This is super fun. Anyway, so these cards are just absolutely gorgeous. They are things that you're not going to find at the store. My daughter, Dana, and I were just at the store trying to buy, looking to buy cards for Father's Day, which is this Sunday. And we looked through probably 20 different cards and we kind of settled. They had the right, thoughts and stuff in it, but, these are just more than that. So the cards that we got were flat. They're beautiful and everything, but these are 3-dimensional. They're multimedia. They're handmade cards, and they're just super cool. And then the other thing, so I'm going to click into one of these. It's one that I'm going to show you. Tell me if it's working. Nope, I got to reshare. Okay, hang on. Let me share again. I love live video.
I'm glad you're doing it.
Okay, so this is, did it pop up? There it goes. So this is the Rainbow Bridge card. And actually, it looks like Champ that's on there, my dog that passed away a year ago. So this is just super sweet. But if you scroll down, and I'm sorry if you hear my computer's making noises like it's going to take
I don't hear it.
Okay, good. But if you scroll down on Etsy, down here below, if you're on your computer, if you're on your phone, it's going to be in a different spot. But if you're on your computer and you scroll down to the description, what we have here is it'll tell you what colors are there, what does the front say, and then what's inside. Now, all of these at this point are blank inside, and they're blank inside for a reason. And it's so that you can write your own message. And because, like I just said, sometimes the outside of the card says the right thing, but the inside just doesn't match what you want to say. So this gives you the opportunity to say what you want. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, so this card was handmade by Kelly Garvey. And a portion of this purchase will be used for preteen and teen girl confidence coaching workshops. So Kelly, if you want to talk a little bit about that, you don't have to go great detail unless you want, but I wanted to tell people what part of these cards.
No, I would. Yes, thank you. And my dream and why I left my job is I have a website called ilikekelly.com, and the way that came about is that we all need to like ourselves in order to present the best person out in the world. And we can't really be in good relationships unless we know how to like ourselves and we do love ourselves. That ideally is where we want to get to. So my goal is to work with preteen girls and teen girls is to get that confidence level, and basically what is learning to trust that inner compass within themselves while and during these workshops is getting to know oneself, getting to know themselves, work on their confidence, work on communication skills, face-to-face communication skills, because they're very good behind the screen, but we need to work on that face-to-face. Learning about their emotions and feelings, and being able to express them and not be afraid to accept that what's going on. And then body awareness, not only body image, but taking those emotions and feelings and knowing that something may trigger something in your body, and be aware that if you, like an upset stomach may be tied to an emotion. So learning to trust those and learning to figure those out. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, is holding these workshops to guide these girls. So when they get to be Kathleen's and my age, they don't have to to go through this during their 30s and 40s. Hopefully they will already have a good foundation of this before they get there. So that is my goal, is
That's awesome.
for these girls to become thrivers in the world, not just strivers, that they're always striving to meet that next goal, that they actually love who they are while they're striving to meet those goals. So that's how this all came about. And so a portion of this is going to go towards those workshops, and hopefully I can get into the foster care system here in Arizona and work with those girls as well.
Oh my gosh, that's a ton. So I posted a link to ilikekelly.com in the comments. So go out there. She has some, she's building the site, and she has some fun images that just make you want to, for those of us who are women, remember being a young girl, and just kind of the fun and excitement that comes along with it, and the scariness too. So this is so much fun that she's doing it, and one of the reasons why I wanted to have her here to share, because when you're reading something in a post or whatever, like, you get it, but you need that little extra, well, what does this person mean by it? So I'm glad you shared all of that, because I get to hear it all the time, but not everybody else does. So.
Right. And it took me, I've come full circle, as Kathleen knows, is that I started out working with kids since I was 16 years old. I taught T-ball, and Kathleen and I were just talking about it, that I absolutely loved it. I did it all through high school and college in the summertime, and I got my degree in elementary education, but the public school system wasn't fulfilling enough for me, so I left and did a few other careers outside of that. But I've come full circle because I realized that is really where my heart is to help and be a part of the growth of kids, because they are the next generation leading our world. So
absolutely. Well, we're at about 20 minutes, so I want to jump into actually showing your artwork.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to, like, my creative level. I just wanted to share this one thing. So I had this piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you can see that, and my mind works different, but I love the color. So the first thing I thought was, I made this card, and it looks like waves, so I used it with the mermaids. And then it was sitting there a few days later, and I thought, well, on its side, it kind of looks like a bee for birthday. So I turned it on its side to make it birthday. Mm-hmm. And then I was looking at it this morning, and it kind of looks like a peacock, the feathers of a peacock. So I'll probably end up making a card with something with peacock. So that's my creative level, is all over the place, and I never know where it's going to spur, and it could change. At one point I could start with an idea on the card, and it won't even be that at the end, but it'll still, but that's how my creative process goes.
Which means you're an artist.
And it also means that they're all one of a kind. I can't replicate it unless I was just going to scan them.
Right. Which maybe down the road we do that, but right now they're just one of a kind masterpieces that people can enjoy, share with other people, or they can frame them and keep them for forever.
That's true. So just stay on time. I don't want it to go too long.
No, you're fine. You're fine. This is for you. So I mean, if we go longer, I love it. Obviously, I love talking to you, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, an hour goes by and no time for us.
Exactly. So, but let me I'm going to jump into this first one in the I don't have the best light on here today. Sorry. So I'll do the best I can. But this is the Rainbow Bridge card that I just showed you, and it's $6.97 plus shipping. And I want to show you what the shipping looks like. I just want to kind of give you all an idea of how this is going to come to you. So if you buy this card itself, every single one of her cards comes in a cellophane bag, and I've not sealed this yet because I wanted to show it to you. So it comes in these little cellophane bags, and it's multi-layers of cardstock. So this is really heavy duty. And this one has a little
embellishments.
Thank you. But I was thinking, we'll just call them embellishments. But if you can see here, it's raised. So these are little plastic embellishments. The stars are, and then she has a lot of the other components that are are raised on puffy discs. And so there's like so many different levels of this. You have the sky, the thinking of you, you have the rainbow bridges, and it's not an easy time, and then the little puppy prints, and then on the inside it's blank, like I said. Oh, that's what I'm like, what is this weird look that I see? There we go. You were seeing part of the camera, sorry about that. So on the inside, it is blank. So if you wanted to write this way, you could. Now I'm all off because I changed the. So, and then on the back, she has this fun little logo that she has. So she calls herself Kelbo, and then these hands. And so depending on which card you get, the hands will either be in gold or sometimes they're in silver or in different colors, but she handwrites her name on the back of them. And then you have a nice sturdy envelope that you can put this in, and it'll just come in your envelope. It'll be just like this, and inside here like this, and then it'll seal. So I try not to handle these more than twice because I don't want you to get my hands on them at all. And my hands are always clean when I touch the cards, just so you guys know. And then when you do receive them, they'll come in an envelope or a package just like this. And this will be your label with all of your information on it, that it's coming to you. And then it's going to be between two different pieces of cardstock to protect your card. You'll also have probably a little thank you note from me in there. You'll have your invoice and so on from Etsy. Those that I always include in all of our Knots of Grace products as well. But this is basically going to be how it looks. So when you receive it, if you receive one or you receive many, they're going to look just like this in your package. And then you can easily slide them in. And hopefully the post office is really nice and doesn't decide to, that's why I have the two pieces of cardstock in there to try and, limit the folding. But there are certain things I can't control once they leave the house or once they leave the studio here. So, but I do along the lines of, and these haven't been listed yet on Etsy, but they will be soon. Are some that really go right towards the heart of this coaching, these coaching classes and business that Kelly's diving back into, actually. So these are sets, and each of these sets here go for $29.97. And so each card itself is less than $7.50 per card. And so kind of going back to what I just said earlier, that Dana and I were out buying Father's Day cards, my simple, little bit of embellishment, some gold foil on it, that kind of thing. Each of those were $6.50. This is $7.50, less than $7.50 each. You get 4 of them in here, and you can, send them out, or you can frame them.
And they're all different.
And they're all handmade and one of a kinds, right? So there's my sales pitch, but let me just show you.
Nicely done.
What's that?
I said you're doing a good job of presenting them.
Oh, thanks. So I don't want to mix them up, each package, but this is the first package that I opened up, and it says definitely you be you. Oh yeah. And it's got this cute little, sassy girl on there. And then this one, can you see? Absolutely unique, never a dull moment. Another little sassy girl, woman there, young woman. And then you amaze me, your laugh makes me smile is down here. And they're just, these are, Kelly, if you want to talk about like what each of these might have that's different, like is there paint on these, any, obviously they have embellishments and things like that.
A lot of stamping ink and playing with that and resist ink. It's a lot of mixed medium. So sometimes it's just playing around with different watercolor paints and papers. Like I said, I just play around, and when I like the look, I stop.
It's as easy as
But
that.
it's all about, it's papers and just playing with the archival inks and watercolors and just playing around. A lot of embellishments. I love the bling on there because it just kind of adds some sparkle to it.
And who doesn't like sparkle?
Yeah, and I love that sassy girl
Yeah, these are so
with the
fun.
hat.
I know. I do too.
And,
She's so fun. So that's the other set.
and I kind of each girl kind of has. I kind of think about what that girl's personality is when I'm creating each card.
Oh, cool. That's so fun. So like when you receive them, and if you have, a younger girl, or even, a younger girl at heart, who needs a little bit of, just a hello from you or something. These are just super fun cards. Like you can give them to younger girls, but give them to.
I send them to my girlfriends.
Yeah, send them to your girlfriends and just say I'm thinking of you today. And I mean, honestly, that could just be enough on the inside. You don't have to go into like, a dissertation or anything like that. It's as simple as that. So those are some of them. I mean, and then, it is Father's Day coming up. And unfortunately, I won't be able to get these to you in time without a huge major expense. And plus, they're not out there just yet. But I do want to show you guys some that could potentially be more for the dads or for the guys in our life, or for women who don't like as much bling, right? So this one, caught my eye with this older car and the what I consider wallpaper looking background.
Right, exactly.
And so this one, it has, these are beads, and I'm not going to take these out of the cellophane just because, like I said, I try not to touch these very much, so that they're perfect for you. But there's these are beads that are strung on a piece of cord. It looks like almost like yarn, and then adhered with rivets on the ends. And so, I mean, it's really neat. And that's just such a fun little card. This one, obviously it's not for Father's Day, but it is for, it looks something like I might give to my father-in-law or my husband or something. And then, just fun things, happy trail, dream chasing, there's lots of explorers, out there in our lives. And then this is another one. This one I could see possibly giving to somebody who's getting married. I don't know if that's what you were thinking of, Kelly, when you made these, but some of them, those are just kind of, and the numbers on there is just the numbering scheme. So just bear with that. So, go where the Wi-Fi is weak and the sun is strong. Here we go. We're on our journey together. It could be something for a new couple that are getting married, or just those who love adventure. So, yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about with these, Kel?
No, the thing about it is they're, generic enough where you can, like that one you thought is for a couple, and which is a newlywed, which is awesome because it's a tandem bike, right. and it could be used for the family. Let's go. Let's take off. Whatever. And that's what's so wonderful about it, is how you interpret it and what works for you in your life.
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to put the link again in for the shop, so that way you can go there. Oh, or maybe not. Oh, I put it down. Yay! Look at me.
I was like, it's there.
You can tell that sometimes I don't know what I'm doing out here. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, so things like this, if you're part of our VIP group, Kelly, I'll have you talk a little bit more in just a second, but I wanted to let everyone know that if you're part of our VIP list, you get pre-notification of things that are happening like this. So once a month, I send out a newsletter, an email newsletter, the first either the first or second Thursday of the month, I send out our email newsletter, and it has like what's happening or what, like if I have it ready to tell you guys about, I'm going to tell you about it. Even if it's just partially there. Like for example, this month, I only had 3 of these cards listed, but I sent it out because I wanted everyone to know about it, because I knew more and more of these would be listed on our Kindred K collection site on Etsy. So if you join us out at knotsofgracevip.com is how you sign up for, one of the ways you can sign up for our VIP list. I'm going to put this in here, knotsofgracevip.com. That's one of the ways that you can subscribe to our email list. And then also you get year-round savings. Not at Kindred K collection yet, I will have to say, so I'm sorry. I know we did a whole thing on Kindred K, but right now it's not there yet. But down the road, it probably will be. But if you go to knotsofgrace.com or knotsofgracereceive.etsy.com, you get year-round savings on Knots of Grace products. And the reason I do that is because life happens when it happens, and you need a gift or you need something when you need it, not necessarily when the promotion is happening. Now, granted, you want to take advantage of promotions that when they pop up, but I give a discount year round, and it's a nice discount, I think, anyway. And it's 12%. And the reason it's 12%, Knots of Grace is a faith-based business. And so the 12 is about the 12 apostles. So that's the connection there. So you get a 12% discount on Knots of Grace products year round, and it's only there for VIP members. So that's one reason to be there. Another is just to find out about all the cool stuff that's happening. And I'm going to put this out there, kind of putting her on the line because I did it with Kelly. But my mom has sort of said that she might be doing some sort of artwork to add to Kindred K. So maybe we'll see something from her too.
And along with cloth, dealing with cloth.
Correct. And yes, cloth and sewing and embroidery or something, right?
Yes, yeah. Because if you've ever played Pictionary with our mom, you would not want her artwork.
Unless you like stick figures.
Yes.
And when I mean stick figures, it's a stick.
And that represents everything.
Yes, and Mom, we love you.
Yes.
And that's why all new people in our family get to play with Mom the first time, because if they survive that, they can survive anything. So big hugs, Mom. Big hugs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kelly, did you want to talk about anything else before I kind of close out?
Because
we're 37 minutes right now.
Yeah, I know. It's been fun as always, but sharing our love of creativity. And if you have a topic, let's say you want a boy's birthday, shoot us an email or a message and let us know. I can try to put, obviously I'm female, and so I tend to gravitate towards more of the female stuff, but I am trying to do more neutral or masculine cards as well. But if you have something in mind, let me know. Or if you want me to create a card with maybe a person's name on it, let us know. I could add it to it.
Okay, so I just put an email in there, hello@knotsofgrace.com. And just, you can say, hey, Kelly, saw you on YouTube or saw you on Knots of Grace's last YouTube thing or last Facebook video thing. And you said I could email you. Email at hello@knotsofgrace.com. It'll come through me, and then I'll make sure Kelly gets it, and she'll correspond with you from there. So, and then, yeah. So, I do want to say Happy Father's Day to everyone. And before I go, thank you so much for being here, Kelly, for being here, for everyone who's joined us today, for watching. This is so much fun for me to do, and you give me the ability to do it. So thank you.
We love you, Kath.
Sorry. And it's real. I'm not going to.
No, this is real. This is your passion. It's just like my passion is working with kids. This is your passion. So, and we love seeing that.
Thanks. So I am going to do a quick read from here, even though you're going to get one on Monday too, and you got one yesterday because I was late posting it. Like I said, I normally post them on Mondays, but for whatever reason this week, it happened yesterday. So to close out, we're at 40 minutes, but I'll make this quick. This one is, the theme for today is take care of yourself. And okay, I had to take a breath. And I say this every time, but the way that these devotions work is there's a theme. So take care of yourself is the theme. And then there's a Bible verse. And then there's a description or a couple of paragraphs describing, the theme. And then there's a quote, sometimes from someone we know. And sometimes, like today, it's from an author unknown. So today's Bible verse is from Proverbs 21:17, and it says, "You're addicted to thrills? What an empty life. The pursuit of pleasure is never satisfied." And then it says, "We live in a world that can be a dangerous place, especially for those who are inclined towards risky behavior. Some risk takers are easy to spot. They jump out of airplanes, scurry up mountains, or race automobiles. Most risk takers, however, are not so bold. They take more subtle risks than that endanger themselves, their friends, and their families. They drink and drive, or they smoke cigarettes, or they neglect to fasten their seatbelts, or they engage in countless other behaviors that, while not glamorous as mountain climbing, are just as dangerous." We just talked about adventure. That's funny. "This world holds enough hazards without our adding to them by foolishly neglecting our personal safety and safety of those around us. So the next time you're tempted to do something like that, remember that the body you're putting at risk belongs not only to you, but also to God. He and those who love you hope you'll take care of it." So, like I said, the quote today is from someone. It says author unknown, and it says, "Safety is not a device, it's a state of mind." So if you guys are grilling and chilling for Father's Day, be safe. Make sure that everything's safe around you. Enjoy being with each other, especially after last year when we couldn't be with each other. I'm sure there's going to be lots of parties this weekend, enjoying, people's fathers and brothers and sisters. Well, I guess not. Maybe. Who knows? Enjoying each other. So with that, thank you, Kelly, for being with us. Go check out her stuff at Kindred K collection on Etsy, and we will see you next time.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.